Hey, it's Molly with SA 2020, and I am on the set of Hand to God with Stephen from SAYC. So SAYC is the community partner for Hand to God, and a little bit of background on that. SA 2020 was approached by the Public Theater and said, hey, y'all have a lot of cool partners, and we would like to connect each of our productions to a community partner. What are your thoughts? And we were like, we're in. Let us introduce you to some of our SA 2020 partners. And for Hand to God, which particularly focuses on a couple of different themes, what kind of rose to the top for us was the idea of using art as a medium to sort of express yourself, and then also some out-of-school time space, which is not exactly, but generally what SAYC does.
Exactly.
Tell the fine folks what SAYC is.
So SAYC, we are a creative youth development organization. And what that means is we believe that for a young person to develop into an adult appropriately, that they need a creative outlet. By thinking creatively, by thinking out of the box, by working with other creative people, that they're going to excel in school, but also outside of school, they're just their character is gonna build, and they're gonna be productive members of society.
I would say that productive, fancy, successful people are oftentimes creative and maybe do a little theater at times too.
Yeah, for
whatever.
sure.
Just I did that.
Yes.
So tell me, are you middle school, high school? What is the age group of the kids that show up at your space?
So we serve solely middle school and high school students on site on our main programs. But through our community program called ABC, which stands for Artist Building Communities, we serve students of all ages.
Okay.
And for that program, we hire our alumni who are still in San Antonio, who are in school, to facilitate our programming.
So a high school student could be teaching an elementary school student.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then also a college student and beyond.
Okay, perfect. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So your program is not ginormous. It's super intensive.
Correct. Yeah. And so we serve on site about 200 students, anywhere from 150 to 200.
Okay.
And so that kind of focus is really, really important for us.
Yeah.
We're a youth-driven program, so the way that we've grown as an organization is really based on the needs of our students. We've asked them constantly, okay, what do you want next? Or pre and post every project, we ask them, okay, what did you think about this? Was this good enough? And then we've grown based on that.
Yeah.
And so that long-term commitment to a young person, to one single person, is a really unique opportunity. And it's a little bit different from other art programs that are kind of workshop-based or kind of maybe like a 1 week or a 1 month type of situation.
Yeah, I just actually ran into the valedictorian of the Young Women's Leadership Academy, Teresa, who is a student of SAYC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, valedictorian of your class.
Gosh.
Also a person who does stitch work. She does...
Yeah, embroidering. Maria Teresa, she's one of our star students.
Yeah.
But she really is kind of a jack of all trades. She does all different mediums, and she excels at all of them. But what's really cool about maybe that example is that we have students who excel in different mediums.
Yeah.
And they're able to learn from each other, and that type of kind of reciprocal learning is really part of our culture. So whenever a new student joins SAYC and maybe they're not really as good as painting as the person next to them, the culture is if somebody's next to you is struggling, you're going to help them out.
I love
and
that.
that kind of community building is really, really an important aspect of what we do.
I love that so much. I'm mildly obsessed with SAYC, I think, because y'all well know. So tell me, as a student, how can somebody get involved?
Sure. Yeah. So we do recruitment 2 times a year.
Okay.
Once in January and then also in the summer. And then, like I said, it's a year-round long-term program. So it's a commitment. So once you join SAYC, you're kind of expected to stay through your middle school or high school years until you graduate.
Okay.
We have a digital application on our website at sayc.org.
Okay.
sayc.org. And they fill out the application, and then the next step is an in-person interview with one of our instructors.
Okay.
It's a professional process. They present a portfolio.
Yeah.
Of course, for middle school students, we don't expect to develop huge portfolio, doodles on homework, anything that shows that they're interested in being creative and they want to learn more.
Yeah.
Those are things that we want to look at.
Do your students typically go off to college to study art mediums?
Definitely.
Okay.
So we're huge on college readiness. We're for the last 14 years now have had 100% high school graduation and 100% college placement.
Wow.
So that every student who joins SAYC signs a memorandum of understanding, And part of that is they fill out the FAFSA. We've helped them out. They visit a certain amount of colleges. They fill out college applications, and then they are required to go and actually visit colleges. These are things that we help them with, but they're required to do that as part of the process.
I super love that because I think there's a component of people assuming that an arts program is merely helping with arts. And for y'all, it's education, it's economic competitiveness. I mean, there's so many other pieces to it.
Definitely. And that's like another thing. You know, we recognize that not all of our students are going to be working artists. That's not the goal of SAC. We really want to give them the professional skills, the entrepreneurial skills, the people skills that whatever profession that they go into, they're going to be successful. And we know that in today's world, people are looking to hire creative thinkers.
Yeah.
And so, and for any city too, you know, the arts are an economic driver.
Totally. So one thing we know is that if you buy a ticket to the public theater, you can also acknowledge that you want to give some of that or give something else to SAC. But if somebody wanted to get involved as like a donor or a volunteer or like maybe join a board or whatever, how would that happen?
For sure. The first thing, you could check out our website. We have something called a list of opportunities, and you can see the many different ways that you can support SAC. We recognize that everybody is able to make a monetary donation, but there are other ways that you can support. The biggest way that we tell people that they can support SAC is coming and seeing a piece of student artwork. Seeing a student exhibition or a student performance.
And you have something coming up. When does it open? This Friday?
This Friday, yeah. We have our Stories Seldom Told Omitted Histories exhibition. That's up through the entire month of May, and it closes the second week of June.
They're always amazing. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of SAC student artwork in my house.
Same.
I'm like, oh, that's brilliant, and Definitely. I want it. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. What did we leave out? Anything that we need to hit?
You know, we are open to the public. People can come and see student artwork and support student artwork. That was what really like switched my thinking a little bit when I started working at SAC. It was like it was my first exhibition there. I saw a student who sold a piece of artwork and she started crying, and she showed her mother and they hugged each other. And that was just like, this is what it's about, you know, it's supporting young artists and helping them see that, you know, their art, what they can create is valuable.
Yeah, I hesitate to say this story, but it's so much fun, right? So one of the pieces of art I bought was from an artist who had never sold a piece, and then we became friends on Facebook, and she's like this super talented, crazy, like amazing artist, and I'm like, I cannot wait until she comes back to San Antonio with all of her skills that she's learning in college.
Definitely.
And, like, I'll buy all the rest of her stuff as well. So it's cool. All right, so sac.org.
Yes.
SAYSI.org. I'm just making sure it should appear right here where my fingers are, just because that would be fun if it did that. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being an amazing, like, not only spokesperson for your organization, but like a super supporter of students.
Oh, thank you.
All right, SAC, do it. Go see them. Come to the public theater, and every now and then check in on SA 2020. All right, that's it.